Now to Portland's homeless crisis and housing issue. Residents of Northeast Portland's Montavilla neighborhood gathered this afternoon for a town hall meeting about proposed sanctioned camping sites. And Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler was there to answer questions. Devin Haskins was at that town hall this afternoon and joins us now from the newsroom with more of what happened and what was said. Devin, what can you tell us?
Hey, good evening, Evan. The community meeting was moved from one location to another to add more space. And even in the new space, the church's sanctuary, well, it was quickly filled up with standing room only in the back. People showed up to hear Mayor Ted Wheeler answer questions about the homeless crisis in Portland and the city's plans to install 6 sanctioned tent sites, at least one of which was a site being considered near that place, near 90th and Stark, that the site's owners now say the city is no longer considering. 2 other sites, though, along 82nd Avenue are owned by Multnomah County. They are turning those into safe park sites. County announced earlier this week that this site at 333 Southeast 82nd will be what's called a safe park site. It'll provide people that live in their cars a place to park and access services that'll help them find housing. Now back to that meeting. There weren't any fireworks, no loud voices as the mayor sat on stage and answered questions written by audience members and that were read to him and asked to him by a moderator. He talked about what those sanctioned sites would look like, the city's plans for them, and how his relationship with the county and state are now better after new leadership has been elected into office. He also addressed a question which got the crowd clapping in approval.
Why are all the safe camp proposals always set to be located in lower income or more socioeconomically challenged areas?
That is absolutely a fair criticism. And I can tell you point blank, there is a location that we are looking at that would be considered the opposite of what you just described.
The meeting was organized by Angela Todd. She's a community reporter that runs a site she calls PDX Real. She says the community wants a seat at the table and to be heard when the city considers where they put these sites.
So what's happening in our community is that the city and county are actively trying to resolve the issues that we're having in Portland. And the more that they work on it, the worse it seems to be getting. So our perspective is that it would be good as a community for us to be involved in what these decisions are and for us to all come together and figure out how we can make decisions that are good for everyone who lives here.
Now, earlier this month, you may remember the city announced the first of those mass encampments would be at Southeast Powell and 13th. The site will initially have space for 100 tents with up to 150 people. The site will be run by a California nonprofit that specializes in these types of sanctioned campsites. Evan?